Hello, respected faculty. My name is Trishti Hota. I'm 21 years old. I'm a BMM graduate from Sophia College. I graduated with an 8.66 CGPA. I've lived in Mumbai almost all my life for 16 years, and I come from a naval background. This is who I am on paper, but this is who I truly am. I've always thought of art as a language that I use to express, and I feel like art is a language that everyone can understand and it can unite all of us. I, as a person, have always found comfort in sadness, and so I find myself ruminating and contemplating and thinking all the time. I'm caring and I'm kind and I'm a really, really loyal friend. But I get incredibly jealous when my friends are closer to other people. I'm incredibly critical of the institution of marriage. You'll find me criticizing it all day and all night. But deep down, I crave it. I want to prove myself wrong. My love language is touch, but I always find myself shying away from it because I'm afraid. And I think people don't really like me as much as I like them. The only time I don't feel critical of my body is when I'm dancing in front of my cats. Otherwise, I almost always am. I crave academic validation, but I don't really like studying. During the lockdown, I developed a therapist voice in my head where I'd recall everything that my therapist would say and what she would have said if I were talking to her at that moment. This therapist voice has continued to persist, and now I can't help but criticize almost every moment. I find it difficult to live in the moment because of that voice now. The very voice that once saved me is now hindering how I experience life. Ever since I was a child, I imagined the perfect version of my life in my head. And that version of life has changed over the years. But the one thing that has stayed constant is that I'm always imagining a better life in my head. And I keep aspiring for it, but it doesn't let me enjoy the life that I have. Even in the moments where I'm happy, I'm wishing I was happier. This is who I truly am. Every bit of comfort and sanity of my life I owe to art. And I feel like it can change lives if we find a way to communicate to each other via art.